It's the Adult Swim Summer Showdown. Check it out. 708-794-6386. This is Matt. I'm here with Max, and we're not counting down so much as we're cutting down 64 of your favorite Adult Swim episodes.
Shows, not episodes, man.
Shows, series. As per ratings, both digital and linear, culled down to 8 via your Instagram votes.
And tonight we're cutting down those 8 to 4. Am I right, Matt?
You're right. It's complicated for a lot of these artistic people who aren't quite as maybe athletically inclined as the basketball brackets. We've all struggled with it.
Well, let's look at the bracket as of last week. And now that it says it's no longer the exemplary 8.
That was last week.
It was last week was the exemplary 8. This week it is what we call the Fromage 4. But we're looking at how do I call it? We're looking at the bracket as of the exemplary 8. These were the exemplary 8. Robot Chicken, Tim and Eric's Bedtime Stories, C-Lab, Tim and Eric's Great Job Story, awesome show, great job. Tim and Eric,
be real with these
Tim
titles.
And Eric,
your playful titles confuse people.
I don't want to confuse people. You're absolutely right. I've been thinking too much because I looked up Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job.
Yeah.
And if you look it up on Google, the non-Wikipedia result, you know how they just put information in the corner? It does say Tim and Eric's awesome show, great job.
Classic error in scheduling and different cable companies over the years. Hey, Max, you'll see that there's we didn't really call them north, south, east, and west, but there's 4 brackets here. Can you walk us through a little bit, show all the 64?
Sure, and I can even go closer, because last week we were putting Andy Merrill by the shows he had been in, like Aqua Teen,
right,
and Brack Show.
Oh, Andy wasn't in Boondocks?
No, he wasn't in Boondocks. They didn't let him. He tried really hard.
This is as good a time as any to introduce our guest, esteemed old school founding father, Adult Swim, David Willis. Welcome, Dave.
Hello.
So
welcome.
David, you've made at least one of these shows.
At least one that I can see. Yes.
Let's name the shows that you've worked on.
I feel like you guys pitted 2 of my shows against each other.
That was not on purpose.
A fair pairing.
So we picked the 4 heavy hitters, 1 for each bracket. Aqua Teen was 1. Rick and Morty was another. Robot Chicken was the 3rd, and the 4th, Squidbillies.
Yep. And you had
Squidbillies knocked out.
Who knocked out Squidbillies?
Who knocked out Squidbillies, Max?
Well, we can check that real quick. I want to wipe to a picture of Dave Willis.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Pictures.
Now you've got on a striped shirt and looks like a gray blazer.
It's the final Fromage today. Last week we saw Squidbillies get wiped out by Tim and Eric. Awesome show, great job.
Oh yeah, what do you think about that, Dave?
I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. I think Tim and Eric have a very important, to use your word, foundational place in the network, and I think that's their signature show. I'm okay with that. I think I can lose with humility to Tim and Eric. Awesome show, great job.
The randomizer did put Your Pretty Face and Squidbillies close to each other. Does that make you feel weird?
Fair. Yes, completely unfair. I would put that under protest. I feel
confident with that. You're not confident with that decision.
I'm not confident with the bracketing. I mean, who made the bracket? Was that selected by a computer, or did someone actually put those 2 against each other?
Well, after the 4 were selected, we did do it by computer. Caller, do you remember how we did it? Oh, no, they don't, and they hung up.
It was randomized. We had 60 shows. They were randomly selected. There was a complicated seeming digital program where an eyeball was shooting like Space Invaders, the different shows, and then they would land in the brackets. But it was random.
Really?
Yeah. What do you mean, really? Like you're being suspicious? Like, really?
It's the mathematical probability Your Pretty Face and Squidbillies.
Do you think we were trying to mess with you?
Have you ever seen that show, Holy Moly? You know, the golf show?
Yes.
Well, where they hit the ball and it just sort of bounces on the pachinko and maybe it lands in the hole and maybe it doesn't. I mean, I think I would have accepted some sort of public way of bracketing. You know, like
what would you have done? What do you mean?
A lottery does, you know, with. I would have put in ping pong balls, and I would have done it mathematically in a way where certain shows got more ping pong balls than the others to set up the bracket.
It sounds very complicated. Your weighted ping pong ball theory based on a Fox summer filler show.
I don't have all the details worked out, but.
Well, Dave, I can prove this to you right now that it was randomized, because if you look at this video game with this eyeball and I shoot 2 shows, Perfect Hair Forever was put against Rick and Morty the first time. In this random situation, it would have been put against Frankenhole.
Oh my God!
And we had no choice.
No choice.
That would have been a better matchup, honestly.
Doesn't make sense. I mean, always when you're doing the NCAAs, you know, you want number 16 Butler going against number 1 Duke in that. And I'm not saying that either one of those shows is Butler or Duke.
Which show is Butler? Pick one show that's Butler. You can say Assy.
I would say Frankenhole's a pretty good Butler. I mean, like you would never give that. You out of 16, Frankenhole maybe would be ranked 13. I think you gotta put rankings on it, and then you do the pairings.
How do you rank them? Do you rank them by ratings? Because the thing about the ratings is peculiar. Is a show like Squidbillies has been on for a decade plus, right? A show like Frankenhole, half as long.
Right, but there's a reason for that, and also, and I'm not.
What's the reason, Dave?
I'm not trying to throw shade, but what I'm saying is that I don't think you can rate it on ratings. I think it's objective. And I think if people say it's subjective, well, then they just don't understand. I mean,
Phone caller, how would you have rated these? We talked about and demonstrated the eyeball video game method. Dave Willis is saying there's an objective barometer that ranks these shows.
He thought ping pong balls was the solution.
People are really equipped to make those jokes.
I think the heavy hitters seem pretty accurate, but you know what they say, the eye doesn't lie. I will say, Dave...
Is that a 12-ounce mouse quote?
No, I don't know where that's from. I will say, Dave, good news. I do predict Aqua Teen's going to win tonight and is going to end up in the final 2.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, this week's gonna hurt because Rick and Morty's up against Venture Brothers, and those two are 2 of the most beloved Adult Swim shows, but for different reasons. And I think either of them could have a spot at the top. If Venture Brothers was in a different bracket, this could have been a very different competition. But unfortunately, one must go down.
Dave, what do you think?
You're right.
Aqua or Aqua?
Aqua. I did it again, didn't I?
Well, we'll
leave it up to the creator. Dave Willis is here, co-creator of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Squidbillies, Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. Let's get it for canon. Is it Aqua or Aqua?
It is Aqua, but I'm open to the change. You know, as you know, our last each year. You know.
Good point.
We're contemplating bringing it back, so you know maybe we'll toy with the pronunciation as well.
Oh, and Dave, I know it's a few months late, but a happy 50th.
Happy 50th, Dave!
Who is this?
It's a little late.
It's your wife on the line.
This is Savi Izor, big fan.
Who's 50? Yep. Thank you.
We're looking at the YouTube chat. Sia Abdurazai says, totally random. It's not a conspiracy, bro. Ballmasters 9009 says 12-ounce mouse lost to Super Jail.
Yep, that
Stating the obvious in the YouTube chat.
that is what happened.
Not the heavy hitters, but I think you should have ranked them all through some sort of, I don't know, survey monkey situation.
So we should have done the voting before we did the voting?
Oh, no, but I'm saying that you still could have randomized it, but it still needed, I mean...
Monday morning quarterback is what's happening here.
Dave, you know what we should do? When we do Season 2 of the Summer Showdown, because we're doing this every year from now on, I want you to develop a program that is worthwhile, and we can spend a whole episode describing it. I think that would be fun.
I could develop an algorithm that I think would more accurately reflect the quality of the show. It's like I said, it's objective. I mean, you're not going to just let anyone pick your wine for dinner, right? I mean, there's some. I mean, I know it all boils down to what
sommelier.
But it all boils down to what tastes good to you. But ultimately, there's only a handful of people that really know the true quality and essence of these shows.
Avi is one of those people. Maybe
Caller?
you and Avi can put this together.
Caller, do you think you're one of those people?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Turn up this joker.
Can you say the sentence, you don't want just some old sommelier or something like that? I don't know.
I don't want some old something like that. I want Aqua Team to win.
There you go.
There you
What's
go.
your favorite episode, sir?
What was that?
What is your favorite Aqua Teen episode?
Probably the hand banana one.
Tonight, you.
Wow.
So awesome.
There you go. Hand Banana will be raping you in your dreams tonight.
Thank you
Dave,
for your call, sir.
do you have a favorite side character or a villain or whatever? Or, you know, favorite?
I mean, the Moonanites were always great. I always enjoyed them. I don't really think about it like that. It's hard to. Yeah, I like the Moonanites. There was an alien. There was this weird episode that I liked where we had this alien named Zuccotti Manicotti. It's a deep cut, but I always thought that was pretty funny. It was actually played by Carl Jones, who is one of the guys who did Boondocks, but I always liked that particular episode. And we had one where Henry Zabrowski played a prophet and a hypnotist named Merlot Sauvignon Blanco. And I kind of like that character as well.
Dave Willis, co-creator of Aqua Teen, Squidbillies, and Your Pretty Faces Going to Hell. Renee Wheeler in the YouTube chat says, is Dave in an empty bathroom? LMFAO.
I'm in a copper pot.
A giant copper pot.
We tried to put a towel over his computer, but it kept making a terrible noise. Can we demonstrate that? And caller, do you have any predictions? We're about to reveal who the final Fromage 4 are. Do you have any predictions between Robot Chicken versus Bedtime Stories, C-Lab versus Awesome Show, Aqua Teen versus Eric Andre, Venture versus Rick?
Rick and Morty all the way.
Bath towel?
Yeah, that's why we discontinued that.
Okay, taking it off.
Go ahead, caller.
He says Rick and Morty all the way, but what about the West, South, and East brackets?
I don't care about them. I only care about Rick and Morty.
So do you really like to ally yourself with the intellectual property that makes someone else money?
It's all about Ike, haven't you?
It's all about Ike. Have you too?
So Big Tex 1836 says, let the people rate the shows 1 to 64, then take average, then rank.
But that feels almost like the same thing as having the fact we're voting on them anyway.
I'm just the messenger.
Big Tex 42 or whatever is apparently a big Texan. That's all I have to say about that.
Matt, do you mind if I mention that you're a classmate, or you were a former classmate of the guy who runs the NBA right now, right? Adam Silver.
Not me. He's older than me.
But
We went to the same high school.
he went, but you know him through your brother.
Yes.
He could walk you through the whole ping pong ball process.
Yeah. You know what? When this whole bubble thing clears up, we'll get into it, and we'll get ready for the next round of this.
Dave, are you calling this show a failure?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, ouch.
Give us your prediction, caller.
My position,
Okay.
it's Victoria, by the way. Huge fan of you. Huge fan of you guys. I'm voting for both Rick and Morty and Aqua Teen Hunger Force at the same time.
Go on.
Fun.
There can be only one, but go on.
Yeah, but I was also disappointed of Metal Apocalypse and stuff. I don't know. I just have a lot of favorite shows on Adult Swim and stuff.
Any
But I'm
favorite
mostly
shows? Do you have any shows you like that aren't on Adult Swim?
I like SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, I do too. Squidward. He's something.
Well, here again. I'm just trying to do my brackets.
Yeah.
Are there any
Yeah.
shows, caller, that should be in this Final Four that aren't?
On
It
Adult
can't
Swim?
be. Yeah. What is one show that you think has been dissed?
I don't know. Alpha Teen?
Well, so far, Aqua Tea was in the Excellent 8. It might be in the final Fromage 4.
Yeah.
So that's literally one of the 8 people you shouldn't have said.
How did Xavier? Who defeated Xavier?
Let's take a look at the...
Let's walk Dave through how we got here. Thanks for your call, caller.
Thank you for letting me call you guys. Go Aqua Teen! Go Rick and Morty!
Wow, which is it?
You can't decide these days with these
Yeah,
kids.
that's why we're here.
Xavier was defeated by Bedtime Stories.
Shocking.
Oh, man.
I was a little surprised by that myself.
I don't know. I mean, Xavier is kind of like, they're my butler. You know? They're the high seed that I think should go deep in the tournament.
Yeah, there's nothing like that show. There's only one of those.
Well, should we take a look at who the final Fromages are?
Walk us through, before we get there,
Okay,
a
I'm
little
sorry,
bit
man.
more. Give Dave a little bit more history.
So Robot Chicken is a claymation show. They kind of do a bunch of sketches that are quick referential comedy. They went against Apollo Gauntlet, which I believe started as a webtoon and has a lot of rotoscoped elements. But they beat Apollo Gauntlet and Dream Corp, and then Super Jail, who defeated Joe Pera, which some people weren't predicting.
Yeah, that's an upset.
Both Pickles and Xavier, which seem to be shows I think people like, defeated by Bedtime Stories, which I was surprised by because I'm a big Tim and Eric fan, but I wouldn't like go Bedtime Stories when I'm thinking about like, oh, my favorite Tim and Eric stuff.
It's minor Tim and Eric.
It's minor, yeah. It's like if we put the DV Christmas special on there.
It's like
Greenbird Forever says Xavier was robbed. There are like 3 Tim and Erics on here.
I would put Bedtime Stories. It's like they're in through the outdoor.
Well,
It's their goat's head soup.
Decker, though, also went pretty far. And it might have been, some of the theories are, you've got selective audiences when you do these things. That I think Tim mobilized people to vote for Decker, and that just brought enough people there to vote for the other Tim and Eric shows, you know?
Or did Decker, in fact, mobilize
yeah, Decker did it.
Oh, Decker.
Army?
C-Lab, a classic, went pretty far, getting rid of Lucy, Daughter of the Devil, and things like that.
Yeah.
We already looked at these people down here.
Mike Tyson, Black Jesus, losing early. Aqua Teen Boondocks. What do you think
Aqua
about
Teen
that,
Boondocks
Dave?
was a matchup.
I mean, I know where I would vote, but you never know. Boondocks is beloved. I'm just happy that we escaped with a victory.
Brack beat Assy, which was an outrage.
I would like to see that actually depicted in a cartoon.
They would be a crime-fighting duo. Kim Manning was on the first episode of the Summer Showdown. The way that she laid out her bracket, she had Eric Andre going all the way.
Wow.
Yeah, she saw you getting beat by Eric Andre. And granted, Eric Andre, I feel like more present in people's minds. But Aqua Teen, just a long legacy of them just loving it, you know?
Well, Eric, his stand-up special on Netflix is really funny, I thought. Did you guys think?
Very current, very now. It seems
It's got a movie.
au courant.
Intense. It was great, though. It was really funny. So
this corner was a
Yeah.
wild one. We had Venture Brothers and Metalocalypse go out against each other early on. Tender Touches somehow beat the Heart She Holler, and Vernon Chapman says, "I'm taking the chat with me," and he's never coming back. Because apparently he's the man of our chat room, Matt, and now we don't have a chat.
Oh, shit.
wow. You see, I probably would not have put Birdman up against Venture Brothers opening. That's a tough opening matchup.
Yeah, that's an instant beatdown.
And Metalocalypse is against what?
Shivering Truth, and then against Venture Brothers.
Metalocalypse Venture seemed very...
I found
In
a
fact-
chip on my shirt just now, Matt, and ate it.
Oh,
I was
potato
just
chip or
touching my chest, and I found
silicon?
So for you guys, to find out.
Dave, Metalocalypse and Venture came to a split decision, 50% each, separated by 2 votes.
Wow. That's tough. That's tough. That's a tough second round.
Yeah, but in college
Yeah.
basketball, even if there's a 1-point difference, the team with the 1 point higher wins, and
Max knows this.
none of the kids get paid for when video games use their faces on covers. So
All right. So, no offense here, Max, but Tender Touches makes it further than Metalocalypse. You must be aware of how many people say bring back Metalocalypse on the internet.
oh yeah, I know,
Furious.
but we didn't go against Metalocalypse.
I think you dodged a bullet had
I'm
you
sure
won.
we would have been destroyed.
The real bullet.
Yeah, and it's okay. That's okay.
You beat Heart She Holler.
Which
Pretty big.
I think that's bogus.
What do you
Caller,
mean?
who would you have thought between Metalocalypse and Venture? We saw Venture's made it the way through, but were you disappointed by that?
Oh, 100% no. Venture Brothers all the way.
What does it have that Metalocalypse doesn't have in your head?
I think it's just got the continuity. It's it's got the fans too. The fans are just great people overall.
So you think it's brought together a group of like-minded people?
Absolutely.
You're judging it on the fans?
Yeah.
That's like
I mean,
liking Fish because of their fans instead of their music or something.
Well, that
Come
makes
on.
sense, Matt.
Well, I don't know,
it's an
'cause, like,
event.
I really like Rick and Morty. It's a great show, but like the fans are just like pretty terrible.
So by that definition, you would not pick Rick and Morty because the people that like it are terrible.
I guess, but I mean, Venture Brothers I think might also be more well written.
What do you like?
I mean, I'm a fan of that Johnny Quest style animation too. So I have a strong bias against it.
What makes
for it.
something good writing?
Continuity, attention to detail, just fantastic arcs. Just a overall great show. I know it only comes out once every 5 years, but it's worth the wait.
But I'd argue Space Ghost, I think, has got some great writing. If I were talking
Absolutely.
to 1 or 2 people who wrote it right now, I'd probably have questions. But arguably, very little continuity.
Very little.
Yeah,
or
but it's a good talk show.
A lot of the writing was abandoned for the editing.
Continuity.
Yeah, but also at Brack, Brack's also a winner. Brack's always a winner.
Bragg had his chance.
Brack was robbed, man.
Do you think Brack should have a prank call show called Brank Calls?
I think that'd be fantastic.
Alrighty, it's
Brank.
greenlit. Brank.
In fact, we could change the whole thing to the bracket.
Wow.
You just got pranked. That's what he would say, right? Did you guys hear? I learned this on Reddit.
Just let it go straight to voicemail.
Oh yeah, They did make a new Crank Yankers recently, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, I think they brought it back briefly.
Have you know what I'm really enjoying is Tales from the Tour Bus. Have you watched any of that?
Oh no, I heard it's good.
I've gotten both seasons of that, and it's amazing.
Mike Judge, ahead of his time, right?
Always ahead of it, man.
Always ahead.
But I just watched the James Brown episodes last night, and it was unbelievable. Really great. Really.
So did they recount the stories exactly, or did they embellish them? What do they do?
He embellishes them a little bit with animation, but they're the actual interviews, and he interviews these people, and he has these old interviews of James Brown, and he just animates everything. It's just great. It's just wildly entertaining. Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm sorry, it's not on our brackets though. So
Ooh.
how good could it be?
We get to the what did you call it? Not the Elite Eight, but the
Exceptional 8. We're breaking the Exceptional 8 down into the
gladly put it there.
final Fromage.
Would not make it to the 4.
What I read on Reddit, though, was that in 1921 they didn't want to give the Chinese emperor a phone because they thought it would make him connect with the outside world too much. And when they did finally get him a telephone, he just prank called people, like calling restaurants to deliver expensive meals to random addresses.
Really?
This,
Someone-
this according to Reddit.
Okay, all right.
You know what's coming back is Hollywood Kill Fight.
Hollywood Kill Fight.
Yeah, we'll get into that next week.
Let's start breaking out the final Fromage, starting in
Let's
the
do
Western Quadrant. Robot Chicken versus Bedtime Stories. Opinions.
Like I said, like Tim and Eric a lot, but I think Bedtime Stories. Well, there is one episode of Bedtime Stories I think is unbelievable. The endorsement. I thought that was cool. The Jason Schwartzman one where
He's asleep and they film him.
I just think that's really, really inventive. But I kind of rank this. I mean, I know they're trying to do something, completely different here, but
Cool story, bro.
Whoa, caller's making fun of you, Dave. Well, who
You
do
got
you
a cool
think?
story, bro. from
Caller,
this troubled
Robot
teen.
Chicken or Bedtime Stories?
I gotta
Oh,
say,
definitely Robot Chicken.
well, I
Like,
probably
hands down.
Bedtime Stories more. I find it a
Huh?
person in the thing.
I'm sorry?
Turn on your bullshit.
Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken. Gotta be, right? Max,
Do you guys see it as a blowout?
80-20.
Yeah, I do.
Let's see it. It was Robot Chicken who
Ah.
won. The percentage was 80-20. Matt, you
Oh!
exactly right.
Wow.
I should have a Showdown
not surprised.
show.
Now, caller, what's your name and what else?
Oh, my name is one of the top contenders for your Adult Swim brackets.
Is this Anna?
Right? Yeah.
That was right.
Yeah.
You are our number one so far, and I will say we'll probably look at yours later. You're still number one. I think you have 53 correct so far. Now don't spoil anything.
Gotcha.
Alrighty, what else do you need to say about it, Anna?
In terms of
I don't know. Favorite car?
favorite car. I don't know. Volkswagen.
Alrighty.
Thanks for your call. Not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice.
Mhm.
Well, congratulations to her, though. Getting so many right so far. Being such a winner every week. because she just kept getting them right. Our next matchup, Awesome Show versus C-Lab.
Oh, man. Don't reveal it yet, Max. Let's pick the numbers. Dave, what do you think?
Man. I like both of them, but I got to give the nod to Awesome Show. And I think the public will agree with me.
Think it's a blowout, or you think it's a close one?
No, I think it's close. I think there's enough old school, but I mean,
Hello?
I'm gonna go 65-35.
All righty, Matt and caller, what are you going? Who wins and what percentages?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
No, we're looking at Awesome Show versus C-Lab right now.
Oh, C-Lab.
C-Lab, why and what numbers?
I want to hear Jonah. What? Because it's a good show, and I mean, it's funny. I mean, I've been watching it since I was like 4. I don't know why.
Now you're 7.
No.
8.
10.
10.
10. Oh, okay.
All righty. Well, you know what I'm going to tell you to do?
What?
I need you to get your mom's debit card. I need you to renew your Roblox subscription, and I need you to make an essay.
What? I don't play Roblox.
You're gonna start to play
you really hit home,
Roblox. Well, they're saying C-Lab because it's a funny show. Matt, what are your percentage
I'm
numbers?
saying it's going to be Awesome Show. I'm going 70-30.
I'm
In honor of
going
C-Lab.
I'm going Awesome Show too. I'm saying it's 75.
Throwing shade.
Hello, whatever.
It is Awesome Show. 56-44. That was
Wow.
closer than I thought it.
Very tight.
It's closer than I thought it would be.
Maybe some might say Awesome Show wouldn't be possible were it not for the efforts of C-Lab and the crew.
Well, here's the tough one. Our North Quadrant. Venture Brothers
Wow.
versus Rick and Morty. We've had a lot of Rick and Morty heads, but we've also had a lot of Venture heads. Caller, let's start with you.
This is going to be a rough draw. Venture has a lot of fan base. Rick and Morty has some ridiculous internet sensational fans as well.
And, well,
No, I think it's
Rick
gonna
and
be
Morty's,
close.
Rick and Morty's on HBO Max. I don't know if Venture Brothers is.
Whoa,
That's
interesting.
a close point. I think it'll be close, but I think Rick and Morty's going to pull it out.
Alrighty.
Could be a blowout. Could be a massive blowout.
Matt, what do you think? Where are you going?
I'm going,
I'm going, ooh.
going 75-25, 3-1.
In favor of?
Rick and Morty. Dave, what do you think?
You know, I love Rick and Morty. I watch it with my son all the time. But I feel like voting for it is like voting for Pepsi Cola or McDonald's. That's it.
McDonald's versus Burger King here.
Well, but Venture Brothers is like more boutique-y. I mean, Venture Brothers puts out one episode every 4 years.
This is like Rax or something, or
Yeah, they're
Long
like-
John Silver's.
He's Comet. Yeah. So slam dunk, man. Rick and Morty, and I don't think it'll be as close as those Venture Brothers lovers out there.
Well,
Full Frontal says 15-95.
Rick and Morty did win. Let's see what the numbers are. 72-28. Holy cow.
Not close. Not
Blowout. A quick programming note. Remember to email adultsummershowdown@gmail.com with a name, address, and phone number to claim a prize. That's right, a prize. Dave, you'll be getting one for participating.
Oh, great. Super duper.
Here's where it gets awkward.
Here's where it gets awkward. What's your favorite dessert, Dave?
Flan.
Oh, I am a big flan fan as well. I like cremes. I like pot de cremes. I like, panna cotta and like creme
You like
brulee.
cremes and pot de cremes? Which do you prefer?
Soaked cakes.
I do. I like the
Pose
wet
de
ones.
creme?
Hose de creme. Someone brought me a cake yesterday. They kept saying it was a tiramisu, and I asked. I ate it all, and I was like, that wasn't a tiramisu.
Was it still good, though?
Was it your Instacart guy?
Yeah.
He was like, here's a tiramisu. No, this is a graham cracker pie crust.
This is a graham cracker eye crust. You know, that makes me think, though, is Nona's. If you order a tiramisu from them, it's big. Caller, what do you think?
I haven't had tiramisu in so long, so I don't even know what it is. I have no.
Max, are you broadcasting
it sounds really good.
What video to YouTube? Is it just Dave's face the whole time?
Shouldn't be.
Just making sure.
This video of Dave. Now I'm looking at. No, it's not at all.
Okay, good.
Do you want to see your face, Matt?
I wanted my face on. Yeah, that's outrageous. Caller, who do you like? It's putting you in an awkward position. Eric Andre, live action, no holds barred comedy.
Choose wisely.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I personally would vote for Aqua Teen Hunger Force because I don't know, Eric Andre's too wild in for me. But I really think Eric Andre is going to win, though.
You think Eric Andre is going to win?
Not if Aqua Teen.
Nope.
Yeah.
David Willis cut out for some reason. Say that again.
You can stop Eric Andre in his tracks. You can help.
Emeralds in chat says, if Aqua Teen loses, the tournament is over.
Oh, I don't know about over.
I don't.
It got this far. We have to remember that it got this far.
Scott Stuck in the YouTube chat says, 0 live action, please. Some people are pissed off about live action on Adult Swim.
And they
Does
have
anybody
been for
care?
Like 10 years, right?
Yeah, whatever. Is animation funnier or is live action funnier?
I think the content's what really matters, honestly.
Wow. Wisdom. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wismut.
Well, what?
Wismut.
Okay.
Well, what are you gonna go with, Eric Andre or?
I'm going with Eric Andre's going to win.
So rude. What's your score? What's the percentages?
60-40.
How dare you,
Dave? How about you?
Aqua Teen's gonna win.
I mean, I like Aqua Teen personally, but we're predicting results. You're not asking me what I like.
I know. You're an aberration. I don't think that you're in the mainstream.
Fart in the wind.
Yeah, I think you're just a fart.
Well, that's rude. I do have to say, though, I remember telling someone I didn't understand this show until like 3 or 2 years ago, and it finally clicked on me for watching it for so long. So, yeah.
Parker from Boulder says, I feel like Insta fans are more aligned with the Eric Andre.
Well, Parker,
there's a format problem.
I don't know, buddy. Parker from Boulder is calling in from a landline.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Let's take a look. Who's the winner? It was Aqua Teen. You were wrong, AJ. The
Wow,
numbers was
that's awesome,
61-39.
Wow.
Even really close.
Wow, it's close.
Stomped.
Kind of a stomping.
Well, I think it's time for you to gloat, Dave. You are in the Fromage Final Four.
I'm doing a little touchdown dance.
Whoa.
Eric Andre was a valiant competitor, you know.
If he was here right now, what would you say to him?
It could have gone either way. Now, please stop turning your penis into a vagina.
Yeah. Have you done that on Aqua Teen? Have you tried that?
No.
You've had a penis character, though.
That's how he ended his stand-up special. He just drops his pants and tucks his penis in his legs.
I'm out.
Yeah. It really is funny.
So, if anything, the takeaway from this is Aqua Teen should win, but go watch Eric's special.
Because I'm gracious, man. Yeah.
Yeah, gracious.
I'm gracious.
All right, Max, let's take a look at these. The 4. The final Fromage.
Alrighty, let me finish this part of the final Fromage setting up. Wow, it's fun. It's fun to get to this place, honestly, and see it because like the balls get bigger every time. In the final Fromage, you see, look at them there, looking at two different matchups. We're looking at.
It's competitive.
It's competitive. We're looking at Rick and Morty versus Robot Chicken, and we're looking at Tim and Eric versus Aqua Teen.
Tim Kill My Son says, didn't Carl have his dick ripped off, or did they save him from that?
He did. He did, in fact, have his dick ripped.
Yes. Confirmed.
Yes. But it grew back through the power of cartoons.
A lot of things happened to Carl that didn't keep.
No. He's had his dick ripped off a few times. We were running out of ideas.
You're on the line. We're looking at the final Fromage, two different mix-ups.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty crazy one. This is Parker from Boulder calling in from a landline.
Great connection.
I know. It's pretty solid. I really like it. Sound quality is so great. I feel like you're going to see a big upset, where Rick and Morty actually loses,
You think Rick and Morty's going to lose to Robot Chicken?
Yeah, I think, the fan base is just going to come to their senses a little bit.
They're going to come to their senses? So you mean when the Instagrammers this week see that poll, Rick and Morty versus Robot Chicken, they're going to have an epiphany and they're going to say, I can't support Rick and Morty anymore?
Yeah, they're going to go to the Wikipedia page and they're going to look at how many Emmys Robot Chicken has won and how many Emmys Rick and Morty has won. And they're going to say,
Emmys.
Oh, man, Emmy count. Yeah.
Kiwi VRS in the chat says the new polls are up on Instagram. You can vote now.
Can you believe that?
You think Emmys are a valuable consideration?
Yeah, I think Adult Swim fans really care about Emmys. They look to the community of TV producers and they say, they know what's going on.
Max Kiwi again in the chat says you put up the wrong poll. I'm just sitting here in my chair. I haven't done anything. Maybe they bumbled it.
They bumbled the poll. They've bumbled the poll. Who do we tell that? They made it Tim and Eric versus Robot Chicken. Dave? It's not Tim and Eric versus Robot Chicken.
It's Rick and Morty versus Robot Chicken. You want my opinion, or do you want?
Yeah, but those are facts.
All right.
I don't know who to text, Matt. Do you?
I'll text Tina. She can solve it.
I think Meatwad. You want Meatwad's opinion on this, which would be my opinion. I think Meatwad would say that the Robot Chicken. There's always a different scene with Robot Chicken, but every time I turn on Robot Chicken, there ain't no Robot Chicken outside of the open title sequence. And plus, Breckenmeyer plays every character. And I can't get with that. Rick and Morty is the gold standard. I gotta go Rick and Morty, man. I gotta go Rick and Morty.
So, wait, Meatwad, you don't like hearing Breckenmeyer's voice all the time?
I think he's good. I think he's versatile. But I think you gotta have other people play them other parts.
Well, there's also Seth Green.
True.
Hello?
Maybe, maybe I think between Seth Green and Breckenmeyer, I think maybe they should not play some of the culturally diverse parts and do some of the other parts and cast it to other people. And not just nerd people, too. Not just people nerds love, like Nathan Fillion. Who's that? I don't get with that. Very specific subset of people.
They've had Nathan Fillion in Rick and Morty.
Had him on Venture Bros, too.
And they had him on Venture Brothers. What do you
Call
say to
her
that?
out with Meatwad.
You trying to undercut me?
No, I'm just trying to say that maybe,
point?
Rick and Morty tries to get nerd cred. I mean, they had Sam Neill on there, and you could barely tell it was him just because they like him.
And Sam Neill?
Yeah.
Horizon?
Yeah. From that scary spaceship movie you love.
Neill.
What's your favorite Sam Neill performance?
Event Horizon, man. I just told you.
Well, okay, I thought you were going to say the Mouth of Madness and bond with me, but...
Oh, that's lesser Carpenter.
Caller, what do you think?
About what? Sam Neill?
Yeah.
Or about the? Well, I'm a friggin' zoomer. I don't know any of the movies Sam Neill's in.
And it's not worth looking into because he ain't 24 years old. Is that what you're trying to say? He has a rich history of very unique performances. Check out the piano. Wasn't he in that? He was in that, wasn't he?
Anything for you, Meatwad.
Wow, you have a control over people.
It's Rick and Morty versus Robot Chicken.
I'd probably go Rick and Morty, honestly, between those two.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
you-
agree with me, Wad?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about the next one? Meatwad's own fictional world versus the fictional worlds of Tim Heidecker, Eric Wareheim, and Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job.
That's not even a question. Aquatine, like, any day.
Any day. Do you think it'll be close?
Aquatine always. No, I think it'll be a blowout. Is my bold prediction.
Thanks for your call.
Thank you.
KP Senti in chat says, wait a minute, that guy Dave is Meatwad? What are you going to tell me? He was in Squidbillies too?
Dave, what other shows have you been in? Look at the big 64 bracket. You've been in plenty of these that we probably haven't even mentioned. Max, can we look at them? Well, they're going to repair this Instagram poll. They've bumbled it.
They bumbled the Instagram poll, and they're acting shocked about it. I don't know why. What? Oh.
Is Ballmasters in there?
Yes.
Where's Ballmasters?
Way back in the beginning, it went against Xavier.
Oh, that's a tough.
Saul the Mole Men.
I played Leto in Ballmasters. I was in one episode. I played a flame monster.
Okay.
Saul the Mole Man. Where was Saul the Mole Man?
Saul the Mole, right above it.
Just above it.
Man, a lot of the 64. I'm rolling deep on some of those first opening round losses.
Mr. Pickles, anything?
Nope, no Pickles. I have hung out with those guys quite a bit, though. They're good dudes. I think one time Eric asked me to be on Tom Goes to the Mayor, but then I found out that I had to fly myself there and put myself up. I was like, I don't think I could do that.
Well, the game quoter says you're a recurring character on Archer, but that's not on the list.
Oh, no. Let me see. And I was on Space Ghost a number of times because we just were too cheap to hire somebody.
Yeah, you were the guy on the bus.
Yeah, I was the guy on the bus. I was the floating brain in Chambrain. Shit, I was Santa Claus, Santa Necronomicon.
Caller, have you been a voice in any of these shows?
I wish. Hey, Max.
Hey.
Guess who it is?
I don't know.
It's Chips and Clips.
Oh, it's Chips.
How you doing?
It's Chips and Clips.
Oh, what a treat.
Hey, I want to say, though, Dave, I'm a huge fan of just about everything you do, and I really hope that there's more of your pretty face in the future. I kind of wish it went farther into the bracket, but I love your pretty face. It's one of the best live-action shows out there, just want to say.
Oh, thank you, man. That's great to hear.
We know you love his pretty face, but what about his shows? Get it?
Oh, I don't care about those. I just care about his face.
Well, we got one more coming, and it's a long one.
Like a movie?
Yeah, like a finale for Pretty Face.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. Not supposed to say
That's That's the best news I've heard in a long time. Thank you.
We it, but and we might make some shorts for the website if all that works out. But yeah, we're excited. We still like the show. We want to make more.
How about that, Chips and Clips?
Oh, I'm thrilled. I did not expect that answer. I didn't know what the future of it was going to be. So
Would you end your life after that airs, like see it and then be done, and then you don't have to do anything?
Why
else?
would he end his life?
Just because he's finished. He's had enough.
Yeah, I want Max to personally execute me.
Okay.
All right.
Sick. Get me
Dave Sharkfart's asking for a Quaffio cameo. Lost to Rick and Morty in round 1. Give it to me again. I didn't hear it.
Know that I could do it. It was like I could never. Oh, terrible.
So it's too offensive in the wake of this summer?
With the hair. The hair. It grows.
This is the weapon I would murder him with. It is called, I believe, a Showdown or something. Wow. So you love making that voice, don't you?
Thank you for your call.
Is that Loiter Squad versus Mongo Wrestling?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was an early one.
Fair. I wouldn't have put those two against each other.
Let's get Dave to walk us through the finale.
The YPF finale?
No. I'm sorry. The final 4 leading us to the final 1.
Oh, wow. So is this my personal opinion?
This is your opinion. Who do you think should... Well, you could do it either way, I guess. Who should win? Who will win?
Man. I am gonna... I know it would probably be more gracious to sort of say that to give the nod to Tim and Eric, but I'm going to give the nod to Aqua Teen because I don't care.
Aqua Teen beats Awesome Show
to
go to the final 2
in
your world.
I do love Awesome Show. I do think it's a great show, but I love Aqua Teen more, and I think we have 1 million episodes, and so I maybe just with quantity, just with sheer mass, just mass of volume of episodes. I think we swarm Awesome Show with it, and it's just too much for them to handle. And even though they're like a rich roux of a television show, we're just purely overwhelming them.
Caller, what do you think? Dave is saying Aqua Teen's going to beat Tim and Eric.
I think Aqua Teen will beat Tim and Eric as well. I hope it does sincerely. That show carried me through a lot of depression back in the day.
What?
Oh, I was saying I watched a lot of Aqua Teen back when I was less of a happy person, and it helped cheer me up a lot. Just from the dead humor.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that we were able to do that for you.
Mecha says it's a hard call. Both are groundbreaking in their styles.
In the end, though, I think Aqua Teen actually has legit fans, whereas didn't Tim try to gain support through social media?
I think so, yeah.
Did he?
So, yeah. So I remember hearing a few weeks ago on the show, like he was promoting one of his other programs, and they all started voting for all of them or something like that.
That's what I said today. He was promoting Decker because he likes to, he's passionate about that show.
Yeah, campaign. You spend your life making something. You want it to be recognized.
I believe that. I think that's legitimate. But at the end of the day, I think people recognize you can't award both. Unfortunately, there can be only one.
Drew John says Aqua Teen has better rewatchability. But I don't know if I would say that. I watched so much Tim and Eric over and over again. But currently at this age, because I've seen so much Tim and Eric, I'm more likely to rewatch Aqua Teen now.
I'm more inclined to rewatch Aqua Teen too. I mean, there's a lot more episodes for one thing. I've fallen in love with the episode of Travis of the Cosmos, and eventually just Tim and Eric just get stale after a while.
I would never say that.
No.
Now you have me arguing on behalf of Tim and Eric.
I think
Now you've changed your vote, Dave.
No, I've not changed my vote. I've not changed it, but they are. It was a groundbreaking show, and it's funny. I wish this vote could have happened when it was in its first season and when everyone on the very early internet hated it so much. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Of course.
there's still people there who fucking hate it. But yeah, I feel like Tim and Eric lasted the perfect amount of time. I feel like it didn't get stale. I feel like, I don't know. But let's look at the next matchup.
It's a great show. Fantastic.
The Instagram poll has been fixed. Place your votes. Robot Chicken versus Rick and Morty. Maybe one might not exist without the other. Pre-existing.
Dave, would you be okay with the upset of Tim and Eric winning? Would that be kind of fun for you too? Would you feel like I still made it to the final four?
No. Sorry, Dave. That's your answer.
No, yeah, I wouldn't feel that way. I would probably take to social media with a tirade.
Wow. Looking forward to that. What was your prediction in the Robot Chicken versus Rick and Morty? It was Rick and Morty, right?
Absolutely.
Well, that was Meatwad's prediction.
Well, I stand by Meatwad's decision. Yeah, it's Rick and Morty, and man, I like Robot Chicken, but man, it ain't even close.
Yeah.
It ain't even close.
Aqua Teen, Rick and Morty.
Caller, what do you think? If, according to Dave's predictions, it's Aqua Teen versus Rick and Morty, who do you see taking this?
Oh, that is so difficult. I love both shows. I mean, realistically, I think due to current popularity, I think Rick and Morty, but I love Aqua Teen, so that's what I'd be pulling for.
Well, do you think, like wearing a mask, that's a political decision?
I think it shouldn't be. I think it absolutely is.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk to Baron about that. We do have to wrap this up, guys. Dave, your thought.
Between Rick and Morty and Aqua Teen Hunger Force, it's a clash of the titans. Or one must admit. But even now, I see Rick and Morty ads with Pringles and Wendy's breakfast sandwiches. And I think they're letting it slip. I think they're slipping.
Well, didn't Carl do an ad for Wendy's?
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. We're not dealing with that right now.
Okay.
It's about them. It's about what they're doing. Cheapening their brand. You know, sure, I did a Slim Jim thing. Sure, I did a Arby's thing. But I did that in the spirit of the show.
Well, I mean,
it's a sellout. That's what they're doing.
Your neighbor also spent a whole episode for a phone company that's defunct or something, right?
Boost Mobile, yeah, they were good. It's good. They had sort of a limited texting program where you could text anybody for free as long as they're within 15 miles of you. So you had to double check, and you had to sort of drive near them, before you could text with them. But it was free after that.
Oh,
Good deal. And Killer Mike played the Boost Mobile guy too. So,
I think I know the answer. What is your decision, sir?
Oh, Rick and Morty and Aqua Teen?
Yeah.
Look, Aqua Teen. All the
Aqua
way.
Teen Hunger Force.
All the way. All the way. Say it. All caps.
Okay, I'll type it in here. All the way in all caps.
Number one in the hood.
All the way. Number one in the hood, G. Yeah, that's right. I just figured out that they were calling the person G like 2 years ago. I thought they would say like Gee Whiz. I was like, that's lame.
Gee, number one in the hood.
G.
Matt, take us out.
Thanks for watching the Adult Swim Summer Showdown. Vote now on the Adult Swim Instagram.
Vote for Aqua Team.
You heard the man. We'll be back next Monday to see your results. Stick around for Fan Fiction Showdown. Thanks to Dave Willis, Carl, Meatwad, Quaffio.
That's all. Y'all vote for Aqua Team.
See you next week.
We need to get the pride back.